Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program Fuckers. And today I'd like to talk about disposable workers. That's right, fuckers. Disposable workers. And we bought the American dream, you know, jobs for life, work hard, be loyal, and society will look after you in older age. And it's quite funny there, you know, just as in the 1960s when you bought your Chevrolet in the domestic market of Australia, you bought your Holden, you know, there was a bit of, you know, you just thought everything would just continue nice and good. And welcome to the new millennium, fuckers, welcome. And this world has changed. There's no more jobs for life. The big, nasty Americans. I worked for KBR, and they're a huge fan of the contract worker. So you come in, you fill a void, and when that need ends, they get rid of you. And it's quite funny, you know. There was a documentary on love. And there was an Asian lady who says that her relationships she thinks are like shoes. Instead of putting new soles on a good pair of shoes, she just buys a new pair of cheaper shoes.
I was thinking about relationships like shoes and how it's cheaper to buy new shoes than work on the shoes that you like really love and care about and getting new soles because it's expensive. And I was like, I never want to treat my shoes that way. And I was like, I never want to treat a relationship that way. I don't want to like wear something out and not take care of it until it's broken or like until it's unfixable.
And that's how KBR, the big Americans, this is how they treat their workers. It's much easier to start with new, younger workers than to invest in the existing workers. And they give lip service. I mean, you've seen the signs. Just go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC to all you young fuckers, and there's a sign on the wall that says, "You may be our greatest asset. The secret ingredient is our staff." It's all so fucking corny. But these Americans, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about you. There is no long-term permanent jobs. That is fucking over. And at KBR, you know, it's quite, I thought I was treated badly, but a couple months later, the big boss, the president of a division, was escorted out in the same way. He was escorted out, and you know, you would think that the top bloke would have the balls to pick up the phone and say, look, this isn't working, we're not making money, we're going to have to let you go soon. I'd like you to resign. Let's phase it out in the next couple of months. No. They fly up some goons from HR, and the goons got rid of him straight away. And that's how the Americans are. Why don't you hire somebody to do the nasty work? And let's put that into perspective. That's like if you're in a relationship and it's not working for you, instead of actually sitting down with the girl and saying, look, honey, this isn't working, I'm sorry, and let's not, I don't think it's working for us. Well, you send a text, or you get a friend or an agency to come in and break the news to her. It's just fucking unprofessional. There's no soul in American corporate culture. There is no fucking soul. And that's the reason I think we're having rot. That's right, fuckers. Rot is coming in. See, when you had soul in the corporate organization, people cared, people tried, and if someone was doing something wrong, they acted for the whole. There is no soul. You just ask Hillary Clinton about Putin. He has no soul. He's an ex-KGB man. And that can apply to corporate America. There is no soul. There is no soul. It's they're a business. They're not there to fuck around with you. And that's how it goes. That is how it goes. That is how it goes, fuckers. And I don't know what you could say. Corporates. It's these fucking nasty corporates. That's who I blame. It's these nasty fucking corporates and their endless quest for profits. And the world's changed. Globalized world. Well, all I can say to corporate America is I hope you're fucking happy now. I hope you are fucking happy. And, you know, I don't know what the answer is. I mean, Obama's healthcare. I was talking to a self-employed real estate broker the other day. He's just a middle class, mid-50s guy. His healthcare costs have gone from $350 a month to over $700. And he's got less care. They've cut it back. I mean, if you think that's success, Obama, I mean, that's about as fucking successful as Jimmy Carter's interest rate policies in the 70s with a fucking 20%. Yes, Jimmy Carter, you might ponce around on the fucking world stage preaching, you know, fucking peace and all this shit, but when you fucking had the controls of the White House in your hand, you fucked it up, Jimmy. Jimbo, you fucked it up. 21% interest rates? Man, your interest rate policy was about as zany as your fucking solar electrical system you put on the White House. And we needed a knight like Reagan to come out and sort your shit out. And Reagan put us back on the map there. We got into the Star Wars program. We were going to nuke those commie fuckers. And the sad thing about Reagan is, it's like any good, you know, superhero story. You always need a nemesis. As soon as the nemesis comes to your side, you've opened a can of worms. And that's what's happened now. There is no nemesis. We've got an Islamic nemesis, but fuck. It's not like the good old commie days. And fuckers, with that said, in the 1980s when we were looking towards the Japanese for inspiration, and we could see the future coming, maybe the Japanese are actually going to explain what is going to happen with our displaced workers. So take a look at this. This is called Meet Shiho Fukada, Japan's poor, homeless, outcast and hungry, and forgotten workers. Take a look at this video. I've got a little bit of a snippet in here, and I've also put a link in the description, because this is what's going to happen in the Western world. The wealthiest country in the world, one of the wealthiest countries in the world is Japan, highly industrialized, and this is the future. This is what happens. So please take a look and tell me what you fuckers think of this. And thank you, corporate America. Thank you.
Once a birthright for the middle class, the 40-hour-a-week job with medical benefits and a pension is fading. Disposable workers, those easily fired without a social safety net, are becoming the norm. My project is to put a human face on these modern-day disposable workers and explore what it means to be part of a disposable labor force in world's third-largest economy as it struggles to remain globally competitive. Much of the world used to look at Japan's economy with admiration and jealousy. Now they wonder what went wrong. The story of modern disposable workers provides a compelling portrait of middle-class crisis and global unemployment, especially among the young.
Cause there's a job to do, and only we can do it. There's a job to do, only KBR can do it. There's a job to do, and only we can do it. There's a job to do, only KBR can do it. All around the globe there's a job to be done. Cause supporting our troops is job number one. world's finest people rebuilding a land, and no other company can lend a hand. We're building new roads stretching far and wide, pulling oil from the earth and doing it with pride, making pure water and delivering mail. Day in and day out, we refuse to fail, 'cause there's a job to do, and only we can do it. There's a job to do, only KBR can do it. There's a job to do, and only we can do it. There's a job to do, only KBR can do it. Trucking stuff in and trucking it out. These are tough times, without a doubt. We can build it, fix it, supply it so well. Sometimes we get tired, but we'll never tell. Job to do, only KBR.